In this question, we're given the net of a cube, and we're told that this length is 20 centimeters. Now, what does each square stand for or represent? So here I have a cube, and what makes this a cube? It's a 3D shape, but if you look, every face, this red bit here is a square, and with a square we know all the edges are the same length. So for example, if this is 10 centimeters, this will also be 10 centimeters. So will this edge, and finally that edge there. And it's a square. And with a cube, all the faces are square, and there's 6 of them. And the way you work out the volume is you multiply the width by the height. Now let me turn this over, by the depth. And you can use different words for these, but I like to call that the width, the height, and the depth. And because it's a cube, the width, the height, and the depth are all the same. So to calculate the volume, let me just write that down. Volume, you multiply the width by the height by the depth. Now this word simply means how wide something is. This height, you can look at it as how tall something is, and this is how deep or the thickness of something. And you'll also see it written as W times H times D. Now if I take this net and I fold it along these lines and this line, I can fold it over to make the 3D shape, which is the cube. So now when I open this, so if you look at this carefully, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 edges. So 4 edges. And the 4 edges equal 20 centimeters. So one edge must be equal to 5 centimeters. So how did I do that? I did 20 divided by 4. How many 4s are there in 20? There's 5. So now one edge equals 5 centimeters. But how do we work out the volume? Like we described earlier, the volume, V, is the width times the height times the depth. So my cube here has edges which are 5 centimeters. So the width is 5, the height is 5, and the depth is 5. So each one of these is 5. So my calculation is 5 times 5 times 5. That's to work out the volume. Now, most students know that 5 times 5 is 25. Now we have to multiply 25 by 5. Now I want you to learn one fact, that 4 times 25 is 100. Now, if you know that, you need to add 1 lot of 25 to this number to get 5 lots of 25. So 5 lots of 25 will simply be 125. So the volume of this cube of length 5 is 125 centimeter cubed. Try to learn this formula if you can.